Welcome to Journey with Scriptures, where Bible and life meet together. My name is Peter. Our righteousness should surpass that one of the scribes and the Pharisees. But what does it mean? Jesus today explains it in his teaching on murder and anger. Enjoy this episode, share it with others. God bless.
Matthew chapter 5, verses 20 to 26. Jesus said to his disciples, "For I tell you, unless your righteousness goes beyond that of the experts in the law and the Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to an older generation, 'Do not murder, and whoever murders will be subjected to judgment.' But I say to you that anyone who is angry with a brother will be subjected to judgment. And whoever insults a brother will be brought before the council, and whoever says 'fool' will be sent to fiery hell. So then, if you bring your gift to the altar, and there you remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First, go and be reconciled to your brother, and then come and present your gift. Reach agreement quickly with your accuser while on the way to court, or he may hand you over to the judge, and the judge hand you over to the warden, and you will be thrown into prison. I tell you the truth, you will never get out of there until you have paid the last penny."
The scribes were experts in Jewish law, and the Pharisees devoted themselves to the meticulous fulfillment of the law. It seems that you could not aim higher than them. But Jesus said that unless our righteousness goes far beyond that of them, we will not make it into the kingdom of God. How can we understand it? The Gospel of Mark contains a well-known story of an expert of the law who asked Jesus about the greatest commandment in the law. Jesus told him, "Love God and love your neighbor are the two greatest commandments in the entire law of Moses." The expert agreed and even said that to love is more important than all the sacrifices prescribed in the law. What was Jesus' answer to that comment? Do you remember? "You are not far from the kingdom of God." Being near a place does not mean that you are in the place. What did that expert in law need to do to enter into the kingdom of God or put himself under God's rule? If a meticulous, scrupulous fulfillment of the rules and regulations does not get you there, what then does? In today's gospel, we have one example, namely anger. We all know how destructive anger can be. In the story of Cain and Abel, it was anger that led Cain to murder his brother. And so, it's not enough to fulfill God's commandment, "Thou shalt not murder." We need to deal with the root of the problem. Not without reason, anger is placed among 7 deadly sins. It can literally cause death. It was anger and hatred of the Roman occupation that led to the Jewish-Roman War of 66-74 AD that brought disaster upon the entire nation. The fathers of the desert prescribed patience or long-suffering as the medicine for anger. Anger is often caused by abusive language that is particularly destructive within family and community. How often one word, like in today's gospel, caused our tempers to flare up? And so the best way is to avoid such language, and if we remember hurting other, we should do our best to apologize and reconcile. Leave your gift there before the altar of the temple in Jerusalem and go back to Galilee. It is around 100 kilometers, and it will take you a few days to walk there and another few days to come back. But in this way, Jesus makes his point about reconciliation. It is easy to say sorry to God, but it is more challenging to say sorry to those we have hurt. And yet, that is what is required from those who want to enter the kingdom of God. How much will it cost us if we do not follow Jesus' teaching? It cost Israel everything: their beloved city, their temple, the many lost lives, and their land, to revolt against Rome. It can also cost us the last penny if we allow the sun to go down on our anger.